Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Maple and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down the Season 2 intro to Arcane. I'm also going to show you some hidden details and show you the hidden frames that you might have missed. Also, spoiler alert, I will be showing scenes from both seasons. So if you haven't seen the series, I suggest you go watch it and then come back to my video. Alright, let's get into this. First thing we see is Vi smearing off her iconic Vi tattoo. This can mean a couple things. It could symbolize Vi's cut on her tattoo from Season 2, Episode 9, but could also symbolize her losing herself and her identity, which we see in Season 2, Episode 5, after her breakup with Caitlyn. I also wanted to point out that all the characters are wearing the bare minimum for clothing. The first detail is Vi and Jinx are back to back, similar to the Season 1 intro where they're also back to back. Another detail you might have missed is this divide or separation between Vi and Jinx. This divide is also shown in the intro in Season 1. If you missed it, I did do a breakdown in a previous video and we'll link the video in the description. But this separation could easily mean they'll go their own way throughout the Season 2, giving us two individual character arcs, and only coming together in Season 2, Episode 9, which we see a hidden frame in Episode 9 showing us this.
I'm always with you, even when we're worlds apart.
As we move towards Jinx, we see two more hidden frames. The first frame is in Episode 2. We see a Jinx poster. And in Episode 3, we see the Vi and Jinx fight. Next, Jinx does her iconic pew thing. First time she does it is in Season 1, Episode 7. Then she does it to Isha in Season 2, Episode 2. Isha does it in Season 2, Episode 6. And Jinx does it in her Get Jinx video. Then it's showing us this graffiti, which is something else she sees in her psychosis. There's also a hidden frame here. First one is Episode 4. It's a Silco graffiti.
You know what? Shut up, shut up.
I just wanted to point out the X in this frame besides Silco. You'll notice the X does come in numerous scenes, which I believe is showing us Jinx's mark, as her name does end in an X. The X is on her clothes and on the people that she has killed, so I also believe that this is Jinx's death mark, which we see when she kills Silco in Season 1, Episode 9. Second hidden frame is in Episode 5, where it shows Jinx's mural that Vi sees. Third hidden frame is in Episode 6, which is when Isha does the pew thing upon her death. The fourth hidden frame is in Episode 7, when Echo gives Powder the necklace. And the fifth hidden frame is in Episode 8, when Jinx's hair is down when talking to Vi.
You don't need to feel guilty about being happy. You deserve to be with her.
I know that was a lot, but stay with me. I did do a quick video of each frame and respected scenes per episodes. I will link that video in the description below. Alright, next shot we see Echo. Now notice the clock hands move. This is a reference to his chrono break ability to rewind time by 4 seconds. You can see the 4 seconds being moved. 1, 2, 3, and 4 seconds. Which we see in Season 2, Episode 7.
The limit is 4 seconds.
Next, we see Victor grabbing the mask. We know he's no longer human by the end of Episode 1 after infusing with the hex core. I feel like this mask symbolizes how he is hiding behind a mask of deceit and making it seem like he's a savior, but really he isn't. His intention is to turn everyone into a husk, which he does at the end of the series. This could also be a nod to his champion, where he is wearing a mask. I also want to point out that this intro is themed with major plays, and this reminds me of Phantom of the Opera. After Victor, we get a few hidden details, starting with episode 1. We get Mbessa and her wolf mask after she cuts Rennie's throat. Second hidden frame is in episode 4. We get Warwick waking up. Third hidden frame is in episode 5, Vander's eyes at the beginning of his flashback. And the fourth hidden frame is in episode 6, Vander in the dream state. I can't show you the video audio due to copyrights, but this is where Victor is trying to remove the beast within Vander. And lastly, we get in episode 9, Warwick in the Arcane state.
If I could just lay my head down and rest.
Then we see Mbessa with the black rose. Notice she's in the shadows. I think this symbolizes her hiding from the black rose, which is her main storyline in season 2. This is also reminding me of Julius Caesar type of play. In this scene, the light embraces Caitlin, stepping into her new role as commander, which we see in season 2, episode 3. I also want to point out that Caitlin isn't in the center. There's more darkness behind her than light, foreshadowing to her darkness in Act 5. Also at the end, she's looking at the light and putting on a smile, like she's acting that she's fine, which she does in Act 4. We do see a couple hidden frames here, starting with episode 3, showing the wild rune.
Is that a wild rune?
I have no idea what that is.
And in episode 7, we see Jace as a husk in the alternate universe. Then we see Jace blinded by the light, could be showing his blindness towards Victor and his intentions, or being blind to the damage he's caused by infusing magic and science, which is the main storyline in season 2. But it could also be the brightness of the wild rune, which we see in season 2, episode 3. Next, we see this petal. This shot is the same shot from season 2, episode 1, when Caitlin is picturing Jinx. And at the end, the petal turns dark, showing her darkness. Mbessa crushing the black rose, which she doesn't successfully do in season 2, but wanted to point out that her eyes are glowing red like Warwick in season 2, episode 4. So that could be foreshadowing of Mbessa and Caitlin hunting Warwick in season 2, episode 6.
Let's hunt a beast.
Also, Mbessa wanted to defeat the Black Rose using Warwick and Victor's magic to turn people into husks, which we see in season 2, episode 8.
I've found another way. Imagine, child, an army that need never fear death.
Mbessa is focused on the Black Rose also, but still in the shadows. And I love the transition from Mbessa to Mel from the Black Rose. Mel with a line across the face. Reminds me of her final look with the line on the nose and lip. Could also be showing a divide between being a Medarda and serving the Black Rose, which we know at the end she chooses to be a Medarda. And the background hands grabbing her is showing her abduction in season 2, episode 3. Next, we see Jinx's eyes are glowing. It's her get excited ability. Also showing her ability to use Shimmer, which she does in episode 2 with Isha, her fight with Vi in episode 3, her fight with Vander in episode 4, her fight against Rictus in episode 6, and Warwick again in season 2, episode 9. But I also can't help but think this is a foreshadowing to her fate at the end, where she uses Shimmer to escape the explosion. Jinx with the flag showing a revolution image, Zahn revolting against Piltover, and Jinx being a leader, even though she doesn't want to lead the underground for a majority of the season. But as we see later on in the series finale, she leads a Zahn attack on the Noxian army. We see a few hidden frames here. In episode 2, we see Isha when Jinx gives her the pew symbol. In episode 4, we see the Jinx monkey symbol that her followers, the Jinxers, use in her intro. In episode 5, we see Vi with the Vander jacket. Then we see Vi with the Vi tattoo still smeared on her face. A couple more hidden frames here. In episode 2, we see the Piltover squad using the Grey when they're hunting Jinx. And the red X in episode 7 when the alternate universe Vi is dead. Vi and Caitlyn look like they're seen in season 2, episode 8. Also wanted to point out the light beam here. When their hands touch, you see the light get closer, like bringing them together. And then in the next shot, the light is going towards Vi, and Caitlyn is in the darkness. No doubt showing her darkness taking over in episode 3, leading them to break up, which is where we see the push. The pink and blue X represents Jinx. It's a multi-layer symbol. Her name ends with X, and you'll see that throughout the series. It becomes a new revolutionary underground symbol, but we also see these X surround Caitlyn, no doubt showing her obsession with Jinx. This leads us to a hidden frame in episode 1, the pink X on the Enforcer badge.
As one of us.
Kate, I can't wear this.
People are calling for blood. The council won't stop them.
There's also another hidden frame here in episode 3, Caitlyn becoming commander. Notice the blue X.
Your mother will have justice. I swear it.
Also another hidden frame in episode 9 showing the X on Caitlyn's left eye, foreshadowing the loss of her left eye as a sacrifice in order to defeat Mbessa. Caitlyn's hand's shadow looks like a crown. So here is showing like in episode 1 where the title is Heavy is the Crown. You can see Caitlyn feeling her mother's crown is too heavy to bear now that she's the leader of the House Karaman. This is also a Macbeth reference. Caitlyn showing a mental breakdown, causing her obsession over Jinx in Act 5. Echo here, avoiding the light, could be showing his speed. Reminds me a lot of the series finale where he's avoiding the husk. And also he rewinds here, showing he can go back in time, which he can by 4 seconds. There is one hidden frame here in episode 7, Heimerdinger's death.
I must say that since I've met you, lad, I've truly lived.
Mel screaming reminds me of when she broke free from the Black Rose's chains in season 2, episode 8. And there's a hidden frame showing us this in episode 8. Mel now sits where Mbessa was, predicting her ruling as leader of the Medarda clan. And she reaches for the Black Rose, which she used to take down Mbessa with the help of the Black Rose.
A wolf has no mercy.
Now, I'm not sure whose hand this is, but I think it might be Jace, because in the previous shot of him, he was the one blinded by the light. So it could be a different perspective. But I also think this might be Victor, because the hand does look smaller than Jace. But it could be showing his blindness to his pursuit of perfection. But I'm not sure about this one. But there are a few hidden frames here to make me believe that it's Victor's hand. In episode 1, we see Victor is encased in hex core. In episode 6, we see Victor in his dream state looking at Vander. In episode 8, we see Victor in the husk form.
A moment of civility, Jace. We must talk.
And in episode 9, we see Victor in his final form.
I am more than I ever was.
Here we see Victor putting on the mask again, hiding his true self and that his humanity is gone. And we can see the husk he's going to create in the back. Also, the husks look bare, like the characters in this intro, like they don't have the gold thing on them. And then we just see Jace blinded by the light. I mean, it's fitting to his character. I'm not going to say more because I know people love Jace, but I just think he was blind to his pursuit of magic. But most likely it's just showing us him seeing the wild rune.
A wild rune?
But yeah, that's all the details I found in this intro. Let me know if you spotted something that I didn't. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like the video. It will encourage me to keep doing these types of videos. Subscribe also if you want to see more videos. And turn on the notification bell so that you get notified of when I post my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.